Happy weigh-in Wednesday. I did not vlog on Monday because I, believe it or not, have been without the internet for 2 days, and I have a hotspot on my phone, but I was like, do I use my data for this? So I did not vlog on Monday, so got my internet back yesterday. Pretty excited about that. I just got done training, and tonight was like a little bit of conditioning, like some Tabata work. Nothing really like super intense. Like my workout on Sunday, I think I told you guys I did the Chief. Yeah, it was like, I've never done that workout RX, which is prescribed for those of you who do not CrossFit, meaning the prescribed weight for women was 95-pound power clean. 95-pound power clean. Say that 5 times real fast. For 5 rounds, 15, like it's an AMRAP, so as many reps and rounds as possible in 3 minutes, then 1 minute off, then you repeat that 5 times. So I was suffering, and it was great, but I've been super inflamed since then. Although today, like yesterday was a little bit better, and then yesterday was like a higher carb day, which was not on purpose. Like I didn't have food prepped, and so I just grabbed what I had, and so I ended up kind of overdoing it on the carbs. So I'm carrying a little water weight this week. So I will go ahead and put my weight right here for you, and you guys will see that I'm up like about 1 pound from last week. Again, not unexpected. A little bit, like I said, OD'd a little bit yesterday on the carbs, which was my rest day. And then with my heavier Metcons that I've been doing to get ready for the Open, which starts in March, definitely carrying a little inflammation. And again, like I said, just maybe a little calorie or, really carbohydrate, indiscretion yesterday. So there's that. So definitely dialing things back in today. I feel pretty good. I had food available to me, like food prep, chicken and stuff. So I did that last night. I had a really stressful day at work. I'm eating a waffle. It's because I just got done training. Those my carbs. And it's a Nature's Path pumpkin spice gluten-free waffle. Really good. I'll stick it in the toaster. It's perfect if you're into that sort of thing. Their wild berry is actually my favorite. This one's okay. This one is better with like pumpkin spice cream cheese on it, like in the fall. So yeah, but if you have these near, I think they sell them everywhere. I mean, I know I see them at like Whole Foods, like co-ops have them, probably just regular grocery stores have them too. Even like, I don't know, in Wisconsin we have a store called Woodman's. They sell them there, probably way cheaper than they sell them anywhere else. So check them out. Anyway, so I had to present today to a very large group of people for my client, one of my clients. I have 3 clients in my portfolio. And like the CHRO was on the call, and I hate that stuff. Like I don't feel that I speak well in groups, especially in front of people I don't know. And so I was pretty nervous, so I've been pretty jazzed up all day. So training felt really good. And while I was down in the basement, I noticed that there was a mouse. So there's a mouse in our basement, and he's white, which means he's been outside because he blends in with the snow. So I don't know how he got in. I don't know if I want to know how he got in. So I bat. And then I did talk to my dad today. I'm still trying to get a hold of one of his nurses. I know they're super busy. I'm just trying to understand like if he is ready to be discharged or not. He seemed pretty calm today, which is good. Yeah, so hopefully things are going in the right direction. I'd really like him to be able to get out of there and into a long-term situation. So I think he'll just be much happier, right? So not a lot of updates there, but he had a really good day on Friday. I talked to him on Saturday. He was having a good day Saturday. I didn't talk to him Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Just tied up with some stuff, but I'm actually gonna call his night nurse around 8 o'clock and see if she's around. You know, and if she has any updates for me. So anyway, so work is stressful, stressed out with my dad. Training's going well, heavy metcons, a little inflamed. Again, OD'd on the carbs yesterday, which is okay. It happens. I'm not gonna beat myself up about it. I'm just gonna dial my shit in, stay focused on my goal, which is the whole reason why we're doing this, because we don't need to end up like all these other crazy people. But something I did want to talk to you guys about, Mat Fraser retired. And for those of you who do not know, Mat Fraser is the 5-time world's fittest man. He has won 5 titles in a row. I've had the privilege of watching him win 3 of them live, in person. And then obviously this year, we weren't able to do that. The games were in California. He is a really incredibly good athlete, and he's an absolute beast, right? And yeah, so it didn't surprise me when that announcement came out. I figured he probably would let it go after 5, and you know, he's married. His wife's name is Sammy, and I'm sure they probably want to start a family and just do other things. And this is a year-round job for them. And so he, you know, posted that up yesterday. So the entire CrossFit world died a little yesterday, but you know, all these guys now, so you have like Vellner and Fikowski and, you know, Fraser and, you know, Noah Olson, like some of the top men that have been, you know, on the podium a couple times, you know, in the last few years. You kind of have this revolving. Mat Fraser obviously has been number 1 the last 5 years, but like those guys have all kind of interchangeably have been on the podium, and, you know, they're all in their 30s. Like they're all about the same age. And so it's, you know, they're not the future of the sport. The future of the sport is these, you know, guys in their 20s. And so it'll be really interesting to see like who kind of floats to the top this year, right? You know, and Fraser's just so dominant, right? That it's I hate to say this, but it's like whoever wins next is not going to be at the same level as he is, right? You know, so it's going to kind of be this starting over process of us identifying, and then, you know, Dave Castro, who programs the CrossFit Games, right, he'll just continue to make things harder and harder and harder and harder, right, you know, to really figure out who it is. And so it'll be really interesting to see kind of who again kind of floats to that top for the men. Now, Tia Claire Toomey, she, for all intents and purposes, as of right now, is not retiring, and she has won 4 times in a row. Now, I think she probably comes back 1 more year. As of right now, I don't think there's anyone that can touch her. Like, she is, you know, she trained with Mat Fraser last year. You know, it's been really crazy. You know, I mean, you never know though, right? Because you just don't know. And so, you know, if she comes back in the same form that she was in, you know, she'll win her 5th title, and then I think she retires. However, I told my friends yesterday, I said, do not be shocked if in a month she announces she's retiring, and she just lets Matt have his moment, you know, for, you know, a few weeks, and then she announces too. Because again, like, she's married now, and she might want to start a family, and she might want to do something else. Plus, she's doing the bobsled thing with the Australian Winter Olympics team. You know, so it's like she's got to, and plus she's like the Summer Olympics too. Like, she's an Olympic weightlifter, and, you know, whatever. So we'll see what happens. But, you know, but then that opens the door, you know, for, you know, like Catherine Davis-Daughter again, and, you know, like Haley Adams, who's very young and very talented, very good athlete, you know, Carrie Pierce even, you know, so it kind of opens the door if you get these big guys out of there, right? So it's really interesting right now. But yeah, like, happy for Mat Fraser. Don't know the man personally, but I'm glad he decided to go, and he 100%, this is his decision, and he's not being forced out. It's not like in football where eventually the team is going to go in a different direction. It's not like that. You know, he could have continued to compete for as long as he wanted to, but, you know, he has nothing left to prove to absolutely anybody. And, you know, he's going to go out on top. You know, and Rich Froning has 4 titles as a fittest man on earth. And his team, Mayhem, like his box in Tennessee, like, they won a a few affiliate cups too. So he's got more than one title, but he has 4 fittest man titles, and then there's Fraser. So he didn't need to keep going. It wasn't necessary. So anyway, that's a little bit about what's going on in CrossFit. Again, would not be shocked if Tia Claire Toomey announces too. But again, I think she probably comes back one more time, tries for the 5th, and then goes, and then is done. So, and if you've never watched the CrossFit Games, I highly recommend going on YouTube. I think they're there, and you can watch them. It's incredible to see, like, especially these young athletes. Like Haley Adams, I think is 19, like super young. She trains with Rich Froning. And then Jason Medeiros is his name, or Justin Medeiros. I always forget. I think it's Justin Medeiros. He's 21, and like he's right there too. Like, so the future is theirs, right, to have. And when Haley Adams first showed up on the scene, she was the girls' teenage champion, I think, and then she went in to compete in the women's. When she was 18, she switched over and started competing with the women, like the older girls, and and she belongs there. Like, she 100% deserves to be there. She belongs there. She was 4th this year, behind Carrie Pierce and Catherine Davis-Daughter, and obviously Tia Claire. And Carrie Pierce, that last event, it was called Atalanta, was designed for Carrie Pierce. Like, it was very gymnastics based. Carrie used to be, she was very elite gymnast at University of Michigan. It was designed for her. And when they announced that event, I was like, Carrie Pierce is going to win this. And she did. And she's not a super good runner. That's kind of her goat, right? Like, that's her weakness. But she's done a lot of practicing with her running and stuff. So I think that's definitely helping her. But yeah, she absolutely, there was no reason to think that she could not win, and that winning that event put her into 3rd place, and then put Haley Adams down to 4th, because Haley would have had to have beaten Katrin, I think, in order to be on the podium. And obviously she was very sad, and stuff, and it was heartbreaking to kind of see her. But again, experience, right? She's gonna get there, and she will probably be the next dominant woman, on that side, and on the podium for a long time, because she's so young, so she has a lot. She has a lot ahead of her, so it's exciting to watch her too. So, anyway, yeah, so a little shakeup in the CrossFit world, but, yeah, it'll be fun to see this year. Tickets for the CrossFit Games go on sale like in April, like after the Open. So I'm planning on getting them. Obviously we're playing the COVID situation, just by ear. We'll see what happens. And then obviously if something's going on with my dad at that time, and if I'm not vaccinated, because I don't know if I will be, I'll have to take some different precautions if I'm going to be in a large group of people, and especially people coming from other countries too. There's going to be a lot. There's a little bit of risk there, but we'll see. We'll see what the Ticketmaster guidelines are, and hopefully by then at least most of us will be vaccinated, so it should be good, because that's not until the end of July, first week of August. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to that, and that'll be back here in Madison, in the capital. So anyway, so we got a foot of snow on Sunday, and like I mentioned, I did not have internet for 2 days. And the reason why I didn't have internet for 2 days is because the person who plowed out our alley hit the pole that my cable is on and damaged the wire. So, and there was outages all over here, so it was kind of unknown of like what was really going on, right, at first, because like there was outages all around us, like all over the state, all over the eastern seaboard. There was outages just because of the weather. And so I was like, well, this just sucks, so I just kind of did the best I could for a couple of days. But then they were able to come out yesterday. They actually had to run an entire new cable. So right now the cable is on top of the snow, and then in the spring they'll be able to come out and bury it for me. So there's that. So a little bit of drama there, but I made it. It was okay. And then today, again, I had a really important meeting, and so I've been kind of worked up. That's Kitty. I've been kind of worked up about that all day. Like, I was gonna puke right before. I was like, oh, I can't fuck this up, right? So anyway, So that's all I have. So again, just gonna, kind of regroup now. Again, had my food and stuff all prepped today. Had a good training session. Feel pretty good about where I'm at. Just trying to stay focused and kind of take things one day at a time for now. So that's all I got, guys. So I hope you're doing well. Hope everybody's staying safe out there. I know there's snow all over the place. Like New York got like 2 feet of snow and some bullshit. Like damn, And then we're supposed to get a couple inches, I think, again tomorrow. So yeah, that should be fun. All right, guys. Have a good night. It was good chatting with you. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.